Peace and love to the gods and the goddesses. I go by the name Black Poet, act like you know it, and this is another edition of Artist of the Month. And to my left, I'm rocking with
What's up, man? This your man King27.
King27. Most of you should know him in the underground because you've been around for a very long time. You work with a whole bunch of producers, a whole bunch of artists, and you put on your kids, which is one of the, I think you're the only person in the city to do that on the Master P Little Romeo side of the game.
Of course, of course.
So did you always have a musical ear, or like was it more so a business venture? How did you get started with the whole music thing?
Me personally, well, I started when I was younger because of my mother. My mother was, she used to do tours with New Edition and Uncle Luke and stuff like that. And so I got a chance to experience a little bit of that. And as I got older, I got into it.
I mean, let's not say that shit lightly, my nigga. Those weren't like, those weren't
I
baby artists you just named. Did you say fucking New Edition and who else?
Yeah, New Edition, Casey, JoJo and Casey.
Oh, you talking about some of the greatest R&B acts of all time, eh?
Yeah.
That was your window into the business? Wow.
So, yeah. Yeah.
And you said she was a tour manager?
No, she was an artist.
Oh, okay. So she was like singing on the background tip or like what?
No, she was actually doing the shows with them.
Yeah.
At the time, yeah.
As what?
As a rapper.
Oh.
Even though my mother could sing with her rapping was something totally different.
So there's the third generation with it then?
Pretty much.
Type shit. That's hard. So with them, when they started into the game, there are certain people that feel like, I wouldn't have got them in so young. Was that their decision? Or was it like something you were like, yo, I'm passing this down like me. If I was a hooper, I always say with these cats are 6'2", 6'3", and they fuck 5 feet people, like, yo, why are you not breeding a giant?
Right.
Are you passing that gift down like on purpose, or was that their idea?
It was their idea.
Type shit.
And me as a father, I love my kids a lot, so I'll do anything for them, no matter what it is, as long as they're not harming someone, and it's making them a better person. Even as kids, you can be a better person. So yeah, I'll support whatever it is they want to do, even if it wasn't music. Of course, I support it. Like my son was doing football, and the only way he was gonna do it is I was the coach. I was like, dang. I went and I was the coach.
Type shit.
My daughter was like, I want to do dancing. Okay, dang, I gotta teach her how to dance. I did it. She went dancing. Then the other one, like, I want to do music. I taught her. She went for it. So I support whatever my kids want to do as long as they're not harming one, or it's not harming them. So.
Yeah, pouring over like that. Okay, so shit, man. Like, which do you prefer? Do you like? Is it easier for you, or do you have more enjoyment when you are the artist manager or the artist yourself?
That's hard. Nobody never asked me that question.
I'm good at my job.
Jeez. Well, that's a hard one. I'll probably enjoy it more with them. Cause I see that. Cause I feel like when I see them doing it, they're reaching a goal in life that probably I don't even know about, but I'm just managing, getting them there. They always, they be happy. I think it's more of the shopping thing for them. They go buy clothes and new shoes and jewelry the same day or the day before, and they get out on the stage and they have fun. The people turn up with them and they meet celebrities and they be so excited. So I think I enjoy that more. I love being an artist, but I enjoy my kids being more happy though, honestly, if you ask me.
That's dope. That just lit me up a bit. I'm thinking with Super T specifically, I've seen her a few times performing. She's incredible on stage, man. Like, she has a natural knack for performing. Like, that's how you know, like, it comes from the Most High. Like, when you don't have to, I'm not sure if she's done artist development, but it just seems like she's just out there. Yeah, it seems like she's just out there turning up. That's incredible.
Yeah. I think the only thing I may have taught T was how to conduct herself in the public when she was younger. Because, she started at 4, but then she took a break and came back at 5. And at that time, knowing when I was doing it.
I'm sorry. You mean she took about 30 days off?
No. This is the thing that I don't think nobody noticed this because, we was doing so much. The footage that I'll be dropping, that stuff was like way before the next of the next of the next. I always have things storage.
Word.
So when she was 4 and she started, I think she opened up Big Herc and Stretch Money, and then it went from there. But then I stopped her because I kind of got scared of the audience. You know, when it's a cute baby coming past, she rapping, people want to grab and take pictures and like, oh my gosh, and talk. That made me kind of like scared.
Yeah, because you're a manager and a father, obviously. So it's the
Yeah,
double energy. Like, yo,
it's
what the fuck are
crazy.
you doing?
So I had
Yeah.
to take her out and teach her, look, this is how we gonna move from now on. Because
Mhm.
when you step back out, I know what's about to happen. So we gonna go in, we gonna go out. When you take pictures, you stay next to me or the security. You do not talk to nobody unless they came to me or the security. So I had to get. It was just her public like appearance and stuff. I had to get together.
Word.
And then when she came back out at 5, that's when you really heard her, which was the Moneybag song, which was R.J. Lamont. Then she went on with Sada Baby and
I know what you're
Natasha.
talking about. Yeah.
Then she went on with Nisha Nashay and all that. So that's when she came back out and it was like, okay, now she got it. We got the public part out the way, the audience and shit, because that was scary, man.
I think I have that performance still at Dime, Griswold Street.
Damn.
Was that when you were spraying
The money out the money? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that one. Yeah. That was dope.
Let me see. So you're really dope on the reference track side of the game. You know, I think you would be incredible as an executive producer, like writing songs for other artists who don't know how to make a single. Have you ever thought about that?
I have, but I just ain't done it. The only song I did write for it wasn't even on purpose. Doughboy Clay. Actually, yeah. Actually, it was a hook. So I was actually doing a song for Super T, and I was like, and it was originally supposed to be me on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got to the studio, something was like, I don't want to do another song. I already did the Money Bag. That was a hit or whatever. I want to do another one. And a homeboy of mine called up Clay and was like, yo, Clay, come in the studio. I need you to hit this track. He came to the studio. He heard the song. He was like, yeah, I do it. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to take my hook out, and you can write what you want to write, put whatever you're going to put in there. He was like, no, let me hear the hook. So I let him hear the hook. He's like, nah, leave the hook in there. I'll do that. I was like, for real? You sure you want to do it? Like, no, that's hot. I'll do the hook. Keep it just like that. I was like, oh, okay. So that was like, I guess you could say that was a...
That's exactly what it is.
Well, it wasn't on purpose, though, but it happened, so...
That's, it's sometimes the gifts we sleep on. You know what I mean? Like, there be things I didn't even know I was good at, like this. This was a byproduct of trying to market myself as a Black poet. And then I started doing it for real. And I'm like, I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, you know, and now it's basically taking on its own life, you know? So if you just haphazardly wrote a hook and then one of the biggest artists in the city just wanted to hop on that bitch,
was crazy.
maybe
man.
God's trying to tell you something on the confirmation side of the game.
And I kept writing. I ended up writing for more kids.
Mhm.
That's what happened. A lot of parents were coming out and their kids were getting started. So I ended up writing for more kids and working with other kids, like from Ohio to Atlanta to California to here. So you'll be surprised with a lot of kids that I know who the world even knows. It's pretty crazy, but I don't know. I ain't really like put a stamp on like, go for it. I ain't
On the
really
DJ
do it.
Khaled tip.
Yeah, now somebody say something to me like, hey, can you, yeah, I got you. It's no problem. But I ain't never thought to reach out and be like, hey, I got you.
I have 87,000 questions. I'm going to try to compact all this
I feel like you did a lot of homework. I'm scared, bro.
Because when I first told you about it, when was this? Maybe 3-4 months ago? It was recent.
Yeah.
If you call that recent. I
I
already
think that's
knew.
like when I did Back Outside.
Yeah, when you first popped back out.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I'm going to go that angle first, the business angle second. When I first reached out to you, I pretty much knew where I wanted to take it, but no, I didn't like prep. That's just natural frequency. My curiosity, we can leave that one there. My curiosity is when you pop back out and, you know, T retired, pseudo retired, then bounced back on some Michael Jordan shit.
Yeah.
What was that about? Was that because it seemed like it's an interesting transition to watch you rebrand. We were kind of talking off camera about it. I've never heard your solo music. I heard one song is about getting money. So I thought it was you know, it was a lot of ass shaking in the video. That's all I know.
Oh, you talking about, I think it was Drop That.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the only one I know I got for sure.
So it was at the strip club, right?
Yeah, it was Drop That.
Okay. And I'm expecting kind of when I'm listening to this new music, I'm expecting more of that Get Money, we in the club popping bottles, hustler, hustle music.
Yeah.
It was there's a lot of get a nigga killed music in that track list.
Yeah.
A lot of violence in that track list, and I wasn't expecting you to take that direction. I don't want to get into the music heavy, but when you rebranded, what exactly were you thinking where you wanted to go? Because it's the first time basically your new audience gets to see you and not who you manage.
Right. That was epic too, by the way. That was epic.
How so?
The Back Outside song, that was epic.
It's a hard record. We're going to play it later.
I keep getting that one too. I was scared of that record for a minute, but then as an artist, you're not going to always be confident in the record because you are the record versus what people hear from outside of the record. Like for me, if I write a song and you say it's dope, I'm gonna look at it like, okay, cool. So I wrote it. So it's like, all right, I wrote it. All right, whatever. But somebody else's point of view of the record might be like, wow, this is amazing. You still like, okay, that's the one. Okay.
Okay.
And if you actually listen to a lot of major artists, they'll say it too. They'll tell you like,
I heard it before.
Yeah, it went platinum. I thought it was only gonna sell 1,000. Cause somebody else said something different from. It's like when you live in it, you don't really know when you in that.
When you got one.
Yeah.
I go through that a lot. It's sometimes I know I have one, but the ones where people go like, yo, this is a bop, and I'm like, oh really? That was B-side. That was a throwaway.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna use that shit, but now that you say that, let's do a video.
Yeah. But the Back Outside, when I sat down to
say that.
Back Outside.
No, save it, because I want to do that in order when we break down your music.
Okay, so,
I'm just curious, when I said the rebrand, was there any specific direction that you wanted to go and how you wanted to theme yourself stylistically, or was it more so, fuck it, I'm going to do just like almost spoken word, open, whatever I'm going through is what I'm going through, and you're going to hear that?
I feel like at the time, well, still is this time, rebranding myself, I feel like it was more important to actually finally be myself. Say what's on my mind.
So
I didn't
was
already
there a time where you
were
muzzled, where you didn't want to be open?
Of course. Hell yeah. Because I was still going through stuff in the streets. Stuff was still happening. So it was like I didn't want to speak too much on why it was going on. But I still enjoyed and loved music, and because I'm a writer, I don't necessarily have to always direct my personal into the sound, or I could just gravitate to something else I might be feeling instead of touching on that subject, which I did. The Back Outside is a different subject from like what you were saying, all the other stuff. But I don't know, man. I just had to be myself this time, and I already went through the life of the crazy stuff. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
It's giving. Write a book on that. Later, write a book on that. We or one of those Tubi movies. Get one of these directors real quick.
That has already been in my ear, and I'm still debating on that one.
All right,
like
synchronicity.
I feel like it's early.
It's coming more than once. But no, why wait? Because you saying it's too early to do. Wouldn't that catapult you into the next level?
I mean, yeah. I'm just not. I can't say his name, but I'm gonna just give an example of it. So there's somebody that I know. We all actually know.
Oh shit!
And this person has a story, and he wants to like do a certain thing with the story, even though he's been in the game for 20 years strong. Everybody know who he is. Fantastic dude, accomplished like a motherfucker. But he still says to this day like, no, it ain't time. And I said the same thing that you just said to me. What the you mean it ain't time, bro? It's 20 years. You made all this. You got all this going on, and don't nobody even know that you the man behind it. I think you need to say something. He like, no. So when you saying that to me now, I'm thinking about how he felt and why he was like, no. Like to me, I feel like I ain't accomplished a lot. Because that's how he feel, even though he has. And I have accomplished so much.
If you stopped right now, you would have done more than about 50% of the people I know. So maybe you should stop sleeping on yourself. I tell people that a lot. I just was talking about this yesterday. I had a near-death experience, and my whole perspective on life is totally different because you just don't know. You think I spent my whole life thinking about life expectancy, like 67, 71. I'm good. That shit happen. I'm like, nigga, you can be going tomorrow. You don't know. You know what I mean? So why sit on it? If you got a creative idea and you feel like it can grow wings, put the shit out there. You just don't know. You know what I mean? Until you do it. If you got the capital to do it. That's the only thing holding me back is the capital. Because I'm not putting out like low quality shit at this point.
Understood.
But if you have the capital, fuck it.
No, damn, you absolutely right on that too. I thought about that too.
Every time I come on, bling bling. That's the movie right there. It's on your neck.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll get to it at some point.
Type shit.
I'm just still moving and doing things.
No, if there's a vision in your mind's eye, and when you want to do it, it'll get down when it's supposed to. But I just figured I'd put that shit out there, plant a seed till tomorrow.
No, I like it though. I love the positive energy and the motivation though, for sure.
No doubt.
I appreciate that, definitely.
We were talking years ago after a show, and I think your business mind is really underrated because you sculpt things really well. You're really good at organizing. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I watch the way you manage them, I feel like, again, you could do that pretty much as an artist manager for anybody at any age. Mm-hmm. So in these expansions of these different cities, those are two different questions. First, which cities would you say you have the nice network in?
Jeez.
It has to be Atlanta.
Oh, that's a neck to neck one though.
That's not
Atlanta, Detroit, Atlanta. It's a neck to neck.
Neck to neck is in
like. Well, I got the most network, right? Yeah, that's a neck to neck to me. Like, because I go to Georgia, I can pretty much do the same thing I'm doing here, of course, by knowing who I know.
Yeah.
Doing things here, I can do the same thing. I don't know. That's a hard one.
So let me just put it from the D to the A.
Okay. All right. Come on. Help me out. Man.
In Atlanta, what do you see in Atlanta's market that makes it so easy to promote? Helping the next generation of artists. Because I'm trying to get this. I think for me, it's Philadelphia, Long Beach, Atlanta, Houston, where when you're in the room, not only is a whole bunch of creatives, a whole bunch of black creatives, but the feng shui, if that makes sense, feels abnormally similar to here.
Yeah.
Where I feel like if you can eat here, you can eat there.
Definitely.
But a lot of people are kind of, I'm not going to say shy, afraid. It's a better word. They don't want to kind of branch out and understand how they can get their market game on in these other places. And as an indie, kind of bypass a lot of the needing a label to push you.
Okay. Damn. That's still a hard one to answer. On a personal for me, that's very hard to answer because honestly, when it comes to networking and getting artists or major producers or anybody to get your attention, you have to not lack confidence. That's the main thing I feel like a lot of artists have a problem with. I've talked to so many artists from Detroit to Atlanta to Ohio and keep going, but we're going to go to the Atlanta part. And when I talk to them about certain things, they look at me like, how did you even do that? And I was like, it's like I walked in with confidence. Like mostly the major artists, I'm going to be honest with you, even from Atlanta to here, when you get a chance to talk to them,
regular as fuck.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say necessarily be like on some, oh man, I love your music. Like me now, I'm gonna be real with you now. If Skill aside of Ice Rivers or any of them, I can walk them just like, you ugly as fuck, but you know you my nigga, and they'll bust out laughing because they know I'm stupid. Like they just know that I offer it, even if it's a new artist. I'll walk up and say some silly shit being kind because, first of all, people like to laugh.
Word.
Impression is the main.
That's not where I thought you was going at all.
But no, that's how I be talking to them. Yeah. Like, but they do the same.
When you honest, we played at dozens here, so yeah, like I get exactly what you're saying.
It's all good. Like I walk into even if I haven't met the artist before, I still be like, dog, you thought you dope as hell. I fuck with your music. I mean, you ugly, I'm cute, but it's okay. But and they be like, nigga, what? Like, hey, bro, I'm just saying, like that's like even off the I'll be always doing this shit to him. I hate doing this. Jack Funny, even off of him, like when we first met before we got cool, it was like oh, bro, what's up? And I was like, I never liked you. And we both got to cracking up. But goes back to what you were saying. That's why I feel like people lack when it comes to networking, of being shy, not having confidence, not ready to say, this is who I am. Sometimes it ain't about you just walking up and saying, hey, I'm a rapper from this. Sometimes it's about the conversation that you give. You get that conversation, they lock in with you and be like, come on, bro, what's up? Let's just chill. You get to talking and other shit will come out. That's normally how I network. So I really feel like it's just a lack of confidence.
That's a great answer. And a lot of that is not knowing yourself. I don't want to get too deep into knowledge of self, but standing in your square.
No, do your thing.
Standing in your square and know thyself, like knowing your own soul, not being afraid to be who you are regardless of who's around.
Yeah.
What is it called? I don't know. A lot of people change. They code switch to change. I don't work in corporate, so I get the benefit of not having to change who I am because of human relations. Is that called human relations or human resources?
I think it's human relations.
Whatever the fuck that is, I don't have to do it. So because I don't do it in my work life, I don't do it in my real life. And then in my real life, it's way worse because there's still a level of tact you have to have based on who you're talking to. But for the most part, if you're just yourself,
it ain't gonna matter
aware of who you are when you converse with somebody, you're gonna naturally click. And the good thing about here, the biggest person I ever seen was Allen Iverson. This nigga was just in the club. I forgot, it was either Exodus or Level 2. Chilling. He had some people with him, yeah, but he wasn't 25 deep. This nigga was in the club, chilling, vibing, drinking. And I'm like, if he can be that comfortable, he used to play here, but still, if he can be that comfortable in the cut, then what the fuck is the excuse for anybody else? You know what I mean? Like, when niggas feel like, oh, no, I don't want to, bro, just relax. You know, if you're protected by the Most High God, then you should be straight.
That's the most important. Relax. Network. Get what you. I have an artist. His name is Deuce Deuce. Well, his name is Deuce. Sorry, but he say the Deuce Deuce part too. Now when I got to him, I'm not taking credit or anything, but I'm gonna talk my shit though.
No, do that.
When I got to him, he was like, I think at 40, 50 followers. I think maybe. His platform was a little shaky, so far as the quality. And I had to talk to him about that, and then we talked about his future, the goals in the music industry. And I said some certain things to him, and he was just like looked at me like, "What? What are you talking about?" Like, so I said, "Give me a week, I'm gonna show you a difference." So in that week, we worked. He did one mics, he did shows. He didn't just do any shows. He did shows with the big name people, and then we went to charity events. And out of that whole week, maybe to close to 3, he met at least 10 major celebrities. He did 2 big shows, and then we fixed up his pictures, we polished his pictures, his videos, and he saw a big difference. And he was just meeting celebrities back to back, and he was like, bro, I never even thought I'd meet this guy. Like, what? Well, let me tell you something. Networking part, this where it come in. Be yourself. I set it up. Be yourself. Go over there, talk to him, tell him who you is, have a great conversations, and then just walk away. Don't overdo it. He did everything I said, and he noticed the difference. So what I'm saying is, I won't say he didn't have confidence, but he didn't have confidence in networking.
There's levels to this shit.
Yeah. So I had to.
You gave him a level of the game. That's your man's, and he'll understand.
Yeah. So now
he's saying he bossed you the fuck up. No, I'm playing.
Hey, that's not what I'm saying, bro. But you know how, you know what I'm saying. But now it's like he looking at it different. Now
you don't manage him. That's just somebody you put on.
I'm in the works of, you know what I'm saying, getting that on the road. I'm in the works of. I just want him to see what he could be if he was just to polish himself in this direction toward the quality.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna do that a lot. I can tell. You're too good at it. You're naturally good at it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
How long you been on this? Well, if the OG was connected to Jodeci, cool. But I'm saying, like, come on, you got a little bit of nepotism going on. I ain't gonna do it. But when you personally started to take it serious, how were you?
Oh, no, personally took it serious.
Yeah.
Jeez. I think I was 24.
14 years?
Yeah. I think I was 24. That's when I was, I had... Yeah, I was 20.
Damn, that's a long ass time. Well, okay, yeah. You're supposed to be called that. You've been doing it that goddamn long, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And I was with a lot of people at that time too. So Big Hurts, T.I., Trick, all of them. Like,
So you got to watch the best to be the best. Boom, boom, boom.
And be on the stage with man. I still have a footage of I did a show, and T.I. came to the show. I believe Trick was there too. But it shocked me on T.I. part. I was on the stage. I was getting ready to do my thing, and T.I. he walked on the stage like. I said, well, shit. Don't tell me, Tony, nigga. Here you go. He got up there and did his thing. Then I went on and blessed the stage after. So it was a lot I did
That
with
was
my
here?
yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Actually, crazy part was it was on Joy Road.
Wow.
Yeah, at the place at the time it was called Jaguar.
Not hip.
Not hip. Now they closed it down, but yeah, it was during that time. Oh yeah, it was Jaguar. Then it was Onyx, and then yeah.
That's a strip. Onyx is a strip club, ain't it?
It was at that time on Joy Road.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, wow.
I was on a lot.
You showing your age up in this bitch. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, look, I'm 33.
That's 2 rebrands.
33. I'm great.
All right, cool. Yeah. Shit, man. It's a direction I was taking. And one, got the business regimen and artist shit. Do I care about anything? Oh, hell yeah. I love when my brain is fucking working.
I'm scared.
We could edit this shit if I gotta cut this shit.
Nah, don't
but
cut it.
I need
Go
to
for
know.
it. Go cut it, man. Don't
I
cut it.
need
Go
to
for
know.
it.
Shout out Mark
I'm with
Anthony.
all the smoke. Come on.
You
Okay.
are one of the only people I've ever met in my entire life
Uh-huh.
to pull off multiple wives.
Oh.
I don't want to get you in the hot seat.
No. I'm
because
still.
it was public.
It's still the same lifestyle. So go for it. Go for it.
Slow clap. Slow
Go
clap.
for it.
Now, a nigga like me, man, young, learning the game, figuring it out.
Okay.
How doth one pull this off? I remember what you said last time, but let's see if you got the same answer.
Oh shit. Shoot. All right. So honestly, have to be honest from the start. Have to be honest. If you know you a man and you like women who like women, please say, huh?
Just WHOMEN.
Yes, women. Yes.
Go ahead.
If you know you are that type of dude, that is something you should address in the beginning,
In the
before,
front, 100%.
before the relationship even starts. Because doing that shit in the middle,
Crazy shit will pop off.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I've always loved women who love women, so I've always had to make sure the women understood. If you do not like women, this ain't where you want to be. Keep on going.
Oh, wow.
It saves you a lot of trouble.
No, facts.
It really do. So, I don't know if you know this part, so I'm gonna be real with this part. So I met my wife freshman year of high school.
Wow.
And me and her, we've been real close and best friends ever since, even up to the whole marriage and the kid situation. But she also knew what type of dude I was also in high school. In high school, you start to find yourself pretty much. Some might find it late, some might find it early. I found myself in middle school. Don't worry about it. But but she knew I liked women, but so happens she did too. She preferred a woman before a dude, but
wow.
we grew up together,
Okay.
so it was kind of like...
You heard that 60-40 conversation? 60-40, 70, 30, 80, 20?
Yeah.
As in the chick that's by her percentage of being into women more will determine whether or not this works.
Right.
So you answering the shit. She's more into women than she is to men.
Yeah, she definitely would take a... Let me tell you, sometimes I have problems understanding why she scopes out the ass and stuff before I do. When I say scope it out, we can be at Walmart. I'm literally shopping for the kids. Like, she like, babe, yes, look at that ass. Nigga, I'm not doing this with you right now. Trying to find these shoes. But babe, nigga. But
so I don't want to be crazy deep into it, but like if she's scoping, that means she's the one that adds the third person to the situation.
Of course not. Don't get me wrong. I've had my moments, but hers is more deeper than mine. I ain't gonna get into her stories, but had me
that's her
shocked
story
like
to tell.
a motherfucker. She's like, what? All right, cool, whatever. But yeah, you just gotta tell them, like, if you like women who like women, you good. Don't wait till the middle relationship to do that shit, because you might be out the door, boxes everything with you. Some women not into that. Some women might try it, but sometimes if a dude do a threesome, that threesome get too good, he just want to keep going, and sometimes that woman, that was just like that moment for you, dog. That's all it was for you, my baby, just that moment. But if you know you're a nigga who like women, that's the first thing you should mention. It gives the woman the choice or the decision to say, I'm going to stay or not.
Of course, communication is key.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. This is what I'm trying to get off. It might be impossible, but I believe in myself. She's not bi.
Okay.
And is completely fine with me having this concubine over this way.
Oh, shit.
It's a tough sell. I have not gotten it off yet, but I'm not up yet. We're going to see, because you kind of have to be a king to get this off. I'm in Prince mode.
This nigga said, okay.
We're still climbing the corporate ladder.
Okay.
That is the ultimate question, because if she has to be bi to do it, I mean, again, I don't really give a fuck, but it's like, is that really big flexy? Because she was going to do that anyway. And to your point, you actually said that last time. It's like, it was her idea. That was her bag. So, cool, great. But fuck that. The big flex for me is, yo, don't worry about what I got going on over here. You're straight. Is everything good? Is the nails done? Is the bills paid? That's over here. We right here with it. You know what I mean? But that's a hard sell, especially in 2024 with the independent shit.
It is. I mean, honestly, okay, so in order to do what I'm doing and how I do it, she has to definitely be bisexual, because that means that can be at any given moment. I could just have fun or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But if she's straight, don't get me wrong, Shelby sitting right there. Let's be real. All women think other women are pretty. She said yes. Okay. And at times, all women think other women have a fat ass and they just want to rub it.
You selling that one. I don't know if all women want to rub on some ass.
No, I'm saying.
Kind of put some barbecue sauce on that shit.
Okay, maybe not all women, but majority of women. Like, be for real. How many women you know who are real close to each other? They can run around and smack each other's ass.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. And sit on each other's lap, that type of shit. They break the boundaries.
So if the thought is right there.
Because ain't no nigga playing like that.
If the thought is right there, then it's a possibility.
Word, okay.
The plan is right there.
Yeah, the move is there.
Yeah, it just depends on the guy.
All right, man, I got to wrap soon. So I want to get into your music. It's definitely going to have you back to expound on more shit.
You might want to bring the wife with, because she...
Yeah, because that actually is a great conversation.
Yeah.
Because then I can hear some of her stories from her perspective. We're going to get into the music. Last time I did this, I played it off the speaker, but I'm going to probably end up syncing it anyway, so just play it off the phone.
Okay. This the violent one or the flexing one? Or
I'm going in chronological order to what I enjoy listening to in the car.
All right.
I'm
scared.
Shit, I feel bad.
That's gonna be my hashtag now. I'm scared.
Give me 1 second. Gotta find that shit. We can do the plug in the front. Where can they find you at? For the people who don't know.
Well, you can find the music on all social media platforms, of course. Well, not social media platforms, but the digital platforms. I'm sorry. King27. Just look that up.
This how it's spelled?
King27.
Help me. I'm trying to kill time. Talk about something.
Why you ain't say that? My bad.
You gave me the one sentence answer and everything. Come on, yo.
I'm thinking you had it in the text message still.
I do, but
give me more time. Shoot. Man, honestly, man, I'm happy to be on the podcast. I appreciate you.
I'm glad you came through, actually.
You asked some great questions.
Yeah, because the fucking... I don't know, bro. It's way more I could get into with you, especially in these other cities, especially networking, especially, I don't know how you want to,
Should beat you.
Let me ask, this is really important.
I don't care what it is, just ask.
Why should, you've gotten to see both sides of it. Let's say you looking at a young black male, 16 years old, and you want to convince him to choose civilian life over street life. What would you say?
Ooh, civilian life for sure.
Why though?
Street life, man. Street life is a lot of trouble. There's cops involved. People who might want to kill you involved. People who jealous of you just want to kill you off of that involved.
And it'd be a fucking main man's a nigga you put
sitting
on.
right next to you.
Remember that song T Grizzly had? It's him and Sada. He was like, I gave you a bitch. Why you staring at my hoe?
Man, have I gave so many of them away, and just the turnaround was crazy.
Like you still bitter. You still got envy in your heart.
Man, I would say the streets is not it's not for the weak for sure.
100%.
Definitely if you got friends, cause you gonna learn the hard way. Them friends ain't really your friends when you on the come up and you trying to teach them, but they can't understand the formula that you already got. Niggas get mad about that. They envy that.
That's so feminine.
It is, but it's like that. It's really like that.
Yeah.
Like I have a song that I'm going to drop because they keep telling me to drop it. It's called
you do that a lot, huh? Take advice, my nigga. Come
on. It's called What You Talking About. It's actually produced by Lil Jon. And in the song,
that's the 17th big flex. This nigga's just throwing out there like it's no. Oh yeah, me and my mama was tapped in with Jodeci. Go ahead.
And the way I even got that beat is crazy because man, I haven't even got a chance to get to that one. But the way I got that beat is crazy. And if I had to explain that way, then the eyebrows would really lift. Like, you what? Yeah.
Nah, hell no. You gonna tease that? What happened? Or can you not say?
I'll wait for a minute.
Okay, all right.
It's in a pocket though, but I'll wait.
Drip Swag. I'm going to play first. Holy shit, that shit.
Okay, that's the one I wrote. Okay.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Okay.
Try to get into like a verse and I heard. How'd that? It makes me want to dance. Not true.
Hey. Talking crazy cause I'm crazy winning. Bossy and I'm classy, plus you know I'm cocky with it. Don't to the shit first hand with the left hand. If I see you in the left view, it was God's hand. This day I tried to stop that. My fans wouldn't let me. Promoters keep on booking me.
Okay.
Please. The viewers they get.
Is it? So when I do fucking Poet's Picks, when I do Poet's Picks, I get into the why or the how, the creation of the record. So how'd that come together?
Oh, that was an African one. Actually, Drip Swag was Super T's original song when she was 4. Yeah, that was really her original.
She wrote it when she was 4?
No, I wrote it.
Okay.
But it was her original.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when it started with Big Hurricane, Stretch Money. That's when I was like, all right, sit down for a second. But
so is this a remastered version?
Pretty much. The verse is, the hook is old. But she wanted to come back out of retirement. She was ready. She's like, all right, Dad, I'm ready. I understood why she took her break. She went 5 years strong, arenas, tours, all that stuff. So I get it. But she came back. She like, Dad, I want to get into it. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I had this producer. His name is Metro something. He's from Canada. And he hit me up with that beat. And I was just listening to it, and she was bobbing to it. Then her little sister, Riley, who was Drippy, she came in the living room. She was like, yeah. And of course, Draco, my youngest son, he, you know what I'm saying? He was already doing music, too, by the time this even came about.
They all look alike, man. You got some strong-ass genes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So we was just going. I was like, dang, you know what? Drippy, you used to rap Riley. She started off with Super T, but she quit fast. She did like one show in Kentucky. Her and T got booked for like $800, but ended up leaving out with $1,400. And Drippy was like, okay, I'm done. I was like, baby, that's not how it works. She was like, I'm done, Dad. I was like,
I'm
all
up.
right.
I'm up off the 1,300. I'm retiring.
Right.
I don't need no more cheese for life.
She was gone. She went to Walmart, bought her baby dolls and everything like that. I'm done. I was like, that ain't how it works. She was like, Dad, I'm still going. All right, cool, back. But I was like, you know what, Drippy? You should do this song with your sister and your baby brother. And then Drippy was like, okay. So then Super T was like, yes. So we all sat down and we were listening to it. And I was just scoping them out. She like jewelry. My other daughter, she loves clothes. That's her drip. That's her swag. It's the style. And the Draco, of course, he got to have that Bentley with him all the time. So I just
You wild for naming a child Draco. I'm just going.
Well, his real name is Zaire, but we call him Draco because he was the biggest baby like that we had like from birth. Like he was the biggest one. Like dude, hands was big as mine when he came out. I was like, what the hell going on? But and he's 5, but he's as tall as his older brother, which is he's 8. they the same height. So it's like, yeah, Draco for sure. But yeah, we came about with that, and I just started writing. I heard the drip swag. I was like, dang, T, what if I use this from your old record? Because we never really pushed it. She was like, all right, let's see how it sounds. So I did it. And she was like, yeah, Dad, finish that off then. So I finished it. I wrote it. And I said, okay, if y'all can knock this song out in an hour and come back to me with a stage performance, how you know I'm going to tell you how to do it, we can go for it. They all went in the room. I promise you, it wasn't even an hour. 30 minutes came back like, Dad, we know it. Well, then show me something. They performed it in the living room like they was on stage. And I was like, Draco drove in with the Bentley. I said, all right, Draco. And they had a whole routine too. I said, okay, so y'all serious, this the one? Yeah, Dad, that's the one. So I had my man's up from Canada. I said, y'all, I'm going to grab that beat. He sent it over to me. I paid for it. We got it done and sent it out. And then
the rest is history.
Yeah, they just went for it.
That shit's hard, man. Yeah. That's probably my favorite from her. I want to say yes. Nah. What's that Swiss John, though?
Oh, you know what? That came up too. They just played that song in the club not too long ago. Diamonds Dancing, I think it is. Switch it up, got a dub for a late stop. Had to hit the A-town for a pit stop. Had to pose for a hater on a quick snap. When it comes to doing that, I do it better like a Gucci rap.
I'm not. What's the hook?
I don't know how that hook went like that.
But the John is Switch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Cause she went hard, and a lot of people like, bro, that needs to. It's her and Flex Live on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That or what's the other one? You just said that. Money Bag, yeah.
Yeah, the money. Oh yeah, that's still Touch. Yeah. I can't get away from that one. Or shit.
A lot of that shit hit, bro. I don't know. I keep saying like with the reference tracks.
Yeah.
If you can get one consistent human being that's not 8 and just write for him, out of there.
Yeah, I'm good with partnerships. I don't lie. As long as it makes sense to them, they can feel it. I don't care.
Okay. Okay. Just gonna let a hook and a verse rock.
These niggas want me dead. I'm too important. They really want me touched. They need permission. Bitch, I got the game on lock. East to the west. Come here, look, get bitch, come bust it on my chest. Niggas want me dead. I'm too important. They really want me touched. They need permission.
That need Roth ad-libs.
East to the west. Come here, look, get bitch. Been dodging bullets, blowing bullets, ain't got no name on 'em. When I blow a bullet, bitch, I need that human pain on 'em. Them niggas, they scared to fly. My niggas, they scared to fly. Hit that nigga with that 4-5 until his body drop. Brody was my dog until he set me up. Still wounds on my chest, nigga. I ain't letting up. Caught that nigga lacking, said that nigga hung packing. I'm taking the chain, I made his life change. These niggas want me dead.
Snacks.
That nigga said, "Fuck taking a chain." I made his life change.
Damn. That bitch hard. Now that I listen to it,
it's hard. So it's puts me in a space on the imagery side of the game that I don't like being in. But do we want to go into that on the story side of the game? How did that come together?
That song?
Yeah.
Like I said, I had to be myself. I had to speak my mind. I had to get it off my chest. It already happened. Like, I've already went through the motions of life through that storyline and stuff like that. So honestly, Super T sat me down, and this one she had stopped. She had that break. She sat me down and she was like, "Dad, I miss you performing." So I was like, "Shit, me too." She was like, "Dad, you gonna go back and do a song?" I was like, "Fuck you talking about?" She's like, "Come on, I want to see you out there performing." I said, "All right, T." So I hit up RJ Lamont. I'm like, "Bro, I gotta get back in the studio. Super T on my head right now, and I feel like she knows something, like she did before when she wanted to rap." I was like, "I don't know what she know, but we gonna go for it." And she proved everything.
Kids be having downloads.
She proved everything right. So RJ like, "All right, cool. Just book the studio session. We gonna get in here and rock out." I said, "All right." He said, "What beat is it?" I told him. He was like, "I don't think I remember that one, but okay." That's all you had for me.
Oh, he did the beat.
Yeah. Okay. It's an RJ beat for sure. So I sat at home. It took me like a month to write that song. Usually only takes me 2 to 3 minutes to write. But for some reason, I needed to make sure that was going to be a masterpiece, and I had to have every line, outline, punchline, everything just put together if I was going to put something else back out there.
No, I'm gonna cut you off. You know what that gives? Took it to the O. Fucking the King Von John. The pacing and how you're explaining what happens verse to verse. That's exactly what that reminds me of.
Is that a good thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Kind of like, storytelling is kind of a dead element in today's rap because the lines aren't coherent.
Mm-hmm.
You write a 4-bar stanza, it'd be a different subject and predicate every fucking line.
Mm-hmm.
That tells this very specific story.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted. I wanted the story to be told. So after I finally wrote the last line to the second verse, I was struggling with that so hard that the close out on the song, I was struggling so hard. And my wife was like, just go freestyle and then see what happens. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I freestyle, like I did the song over the second verse, but that one bar that was just left open, I could not figure out. I had to freestyle off the edge of it. Like, I'm doing the verse rapping it, but once it was no bar right there, I had to keep going to see what I would come up with and what would match it. And I finally matched it. So I was like, cool. So I went back. I was like, all right, listen to this. So she listened to it. She was like, that's your best work ever from you. I said, you just send it because you're my wife. She's like, no, that's your best work. I said, all right, whatever.
This bitch do bang.
Yeah. So I took it to RJ. I said, RJ, I'm ready. He's like, all right, cool. He's like, all right, Sada Baby about to come in a second, so let's go ahead and knock it out. I'm like, man, fuck him. We don't care about that. We're going to do this. So we in the studio. I get to doing it. I recorded it. And RJ walked in. And he was like, he said, this the one? I said, yeah. He was like, the engineer that was already there, he told my man, hey, scoot over for a second. RJ sat there. He was like, all right, we're about to get this shit right now. So he did it. He helped record it, engineer, all that stuff. And when he got done, he looked at me and said, and that was your best work ever, man. So I said, I'm going to take it out on the trip and see what happens. So that's what I did. Then Floss a Lot. I don't know if you know Floss a Lot. He got a whiff of it. He was like, all right, okay. So then it kept going. Oh, Big Herc was like, okay, all right then. And this just kept going. I was like, man, niggas trying to gas me up. I don't know yet. So
you're your hardest critic. I can kind of see that now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So once the song out, then Curtis from Crowd Free, I did a show for what's his name? Some magazine. Ice Reviso always worked with this guy. I can't remember.
Not Forum.
No, Rich Town. Rich Town magazine. I did a show for them for their birthday thing. It was me, Big Jungle, and some other people. And I did the song, and Curtis was there from Crowd Free. And, me and Curtis be around each other. It was me, him, Two Down, and some other people. And I played the song, and when the beat dropped, Curtis stopped. He looked at me like, "Is you about to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, he sat back. Let me see this shit. So I did the song. I went crazy. I had fun. And he was like, "Man, that's a banger. That's your one." And I'm like, "Y'all niggas just talking."
But, damn, you got 6 confirmations.
Right?
The Lord gonna have to come down for this nigga.
So then I did the video.
My son, this is the song.
So then I did the video, and at first I was going to do the video. Now this is the deep part about it for me. I was going to do the video at a studio, recording studio, and just everybody just come through and have fun. But I was like, you know what? This back outside is not just me being back outside. It's me really telling the story. So I was like, let me go back to one of my old neighborhoods. So I went back over there on Carter and Dexter. I shot some of the scenes over there.
You saying near Davidson or used to?
Huh?
You talking about near Davidson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I went over there near Ivanhoe, near Spokane and stuff. Ivanhoe over there. I went over there, and I shot some of the scenes over there. And the video matched the song. That's where I come from, that area. I mean, don't get me wrong, I lived on the east side, Chalmers and all that, but that was my main, Carter and Dexter.
Stomping ground.
Yeah, Northwestern and Simpson, Weber and all that shit. So that's why I took it back over there and did the video. And it matched up very well with the story. So, and when I went back over, it was like some OGs that remember me. They was like, hey, man, you big now, this and that. And I was like, yeah. So when some people rolled over there with me, it was like, oh, you really is from around this situation. Like, yeah, because everybody saw me with my daughter. And when you saw me with my daughter, they saw just shows and money and cars, and they never got a chance to see the raw behind.
I'm glad you said that. I never judge books by their cover. Some of the more raw, that's the word I'm gonna use, people I've ever met, when you meet them, are the coolest and calmest until they're not. So I wouldn't have been surprised. But I'm gonna get to the next John. That's interesting though. I would have assumed somewhere, but there is like, I mean, hot is kind of an understatement. That area ain't even developed. Like, you know, that's the trenches, what we call it.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have.
I couldn't even take my kids back to see the houses I was.
It's not there no more?
Nah.
Yeah. That's another conversation.
One just got knocked down. I just seen that 3 months ago. I'm like, dang, I can't even take them to see the.
I fuck around and get into gentrification and all types of other shit. I'm gonna play his last John.
Okay.
It's called Stupid Bitch.
Oh yeah. RJ produced that with Sue. Shout out to RJ Lamar, man.
I'm lit, little bitch, I'm lit, talking shit, stupid bitch, you get you hit, Can't fuck her, she got no car, she got no crib. Sorry, little baby, can't put no dick up in your rib. Until you level up, how the fucking are your fucking fucking are your bitch, I need big crib. Big body, bitch, I got a big dick. Big niggas in their feelings, bitches in their feelings. I don't give a fuck, you fucking with the real. And it took your bitch, wanna boss it for me. Let up that friend, throw that cash for me. Young nigga, back to that wild side. Talking the back, pussy make it better than you quiet. Better than a teach like. With my niggas always keep it glide. 22, bring her side, where she keep it top. We some gun hustlers, we got beans, what you need? Gun hustlers, we got dreams, what you need, nigga? Trying to ride me, that's your death day. My niggas so serious, we don't think it playing for this. But bitch, what you need? Take my chain in. Super bitch, see what happens, flipping. I'm lit, little bitch, say I'm lit. Talking shit, stupid bitch, you get you hit, hey. He fuck, she got no car, she got no crib. Sorry, little baby, can't put no dick up in your whip.
I was in the zone. I can't listen to shit like that. It makes me too excited. I'm trying to find Christ, man. I can't be listening to that shit. The part where you say, this is the aspect that I like.
Okay.
You kind of have a lot of player pimp gigolo shit in your rhymes, where you say, I can't give no bitch no dick till she boss her life up. Which I love. Is that
which line was that one?
You said, until you boss up, bitch, I'm gonna fuck your friends. Like,
she got no car. She got no crib. Sorry, little baby, can't put no dick up in your rib until you level up. How I'm fucking all your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you naturally that nigga? We was talking about it earlier. Were you that cat back then, or throughout life you realized kind of how to play it and became, I'm a gigolo stacking lots of dough.
Hey, I love it. I was like that back then. I'm still like that now. No offense. You're so beautiful. No offense. I'm like that now. I feel like before I reach certain levels in my life. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always had women around me, but that's some other type shit. But when I reach certain levels in my life before I have, women has a tendency to do certain shit towards niggas that's a good nigga and make him. Not all of them. I'm saying
72%.
Yeah, you might get that one bad apple that flip a nigga and make him like, all right, I see what I gotta be on now. So that's just how that came about, because I will always, some odd reason, run into women that was on some other shit, and I was trying to be on some good shit, and it just came to me like, you know what? If I ain't even looking for the love, just fuck it. Hey, come here, like, you know what I'm saying? But this the thing about it though. I can't put dick in your ribs because you need to level your life up, is because I ran into a woman to where I had more, and it's okay, but it was nothing returned back. It didn't even have to be sex. It's just nothing was returned.
Your reservoir
back.
was deeper, just period.
Yeah, and I love a woman who goes out there and get it. and not for me and her, but just love to do it for herself. And she come back with the bag and be proud for herself.
Right.
And I had at that moment, because I was on different levels, it's hard to have somebody match your level. Don't get me wrong. My wife was always matching my level. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, we was into the
hoes outside of her.
Yeah. But when it comes to me trying to, at that time, I didn't even understand that. So if I'm riding around in a Beamer, I'm 25. You're riding around in whatever the case is, I'm not thinking of it like you ain't shit. That's not how I look at people. I'm thinking of like, all right, shit, I fuck with you just because you ain't got what you ain't got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes people
kind of
grow.
Yeah.
But sometimes people tend to say, well, no, this nigga got it, or this female got it, so I'm going to just ride their coattail. But how do you do that in the same turnaround of mistreating that person who's taking you? You know what I'm saying? So I've ran into women like that, and that's where that came from. Like, now I got the concept of, if you ain't got your own crib, car, you ain't getting this dick, but if your friend do, so that's how I looked at it.
That's actually a deeper concept than that hook would really entail, because, like, the conversation of being too kind or sincere to women who have a succubus spirit, because we always have the conversation about niggas ain't shit. There are certain men who ain't shit. They don't 100%. But we don't really teach our young sons, hey, it's certain women out here that play the game as well as the worst nigga you ever met and will fuck your soul up.
Yes.
You don't want to develop a soul tie or lay down with that type of woman, because she will take advantage of you and turn a good nigga into a wicked nigga. I had a fucking line, bro. I said, I hope I remember it. It was good girl, bad guy, good girl turns bad. Hurt guy hurts girl, whole world gone mad.
That's
talking about the cycle of just projecting that trauma.
No, that's lit.
And lowering the frequency of whoever you come into contact with.
Yeah.
So if you're a giving person, I used to say,
that's
if I'm
me.
up, I will date someone on potential. But if you doing what you talking about, what Girlie was doing, where it's like, okay, now you're gonna take advantage of that and then become disrespectful, or you don't even understand the blessing I was trying to pour over on you. Peace and love.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you say it just like how you saying it, they're gonna say you're misogyny. No, like really, train up the young sons into where they should go as well.
There are women like that, seriously out there like that. And I have 2 sons, so I have to tell.
So you have to.
Yeah, so I tell my wife as well, like, don't get me wrong, women are precious, but baby, some women is more dangerous than men.
And they're more subtle in they sneaketry.
And they love it. They eat off of it. They feed off of it. And don't get me wrong, men do it too.
100%.
But it's not enough spotlight on the young man to make them understand, hey, it's women out there like that too. So when I wrote that hook, I went back into that moment. Like, and that's how it came out.
And we gonna wrap it with that one, bro. Fuck, man. We gonna expound on some more shit, no doubt. I appreciate you for coming through. You plugged your shit already, but you really plugged it just because I was killing time. Plug your shit for real.
I mean, see, y'all can find the music on all digital platforms. King27.
What is your Instagram?
King27. I've been doing good without social media, actually.
Bro, I'm gonna plug this on the promo side of the game. I need somewhere where somebody can contact you.
All right, just go to the other Instagram. It's K27 the GOAT. There you go.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
K the letter?
Yes.
K27 THEGOAT.
Say it again.
K27 THEGOAT.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
All right. Peace and love to the guys on the.
I just want to make sure you feel so they can know it.
Yeah. You know shit. You didn't know your own shit. It's all right.
Hey, come on.
Fucking No PC Radio, Artist of the Month, King Drip, 80,000 name man. You know where to fucking find him at. Fucking great manager, great artist, great soul. Oh shit, small world.
What's up?
You used to work with my pops.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Fucking crazy
years ago. That's when I was first starting out with the music, but I was wild. Like, I used to come to work the day after with all my jewelry on, money hanging out my pocket. Like, I would have $2,000 in each pocket from being at an event the night before. Your dad used to say something to me about that sometimes. And he's like, man, you shouldn't walk around.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody gonna touch me.
Pops, man.
I always say, ain't nobody gonna touch me because they know better. Don't come near me. I used to do that all the time. It's still like pictures and footage of that shit. I used to go to clubs, do performances. thousands of dollars hanging out of my pocket.
Well, the Most High covered you. I have to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Peace and love. Thank you for coming, my
I
brother.
appreciate you, man.
No doubt.